Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Moment of Reflection. In today's episode, we're going to consider Revelation 12, which talks about the woman who bore a male child, whom the dragon wants to devour. In Bible prophecy, the woman symbolizes God's people, His church, while the dragon is Satan, who wants to devour the male child as soon as he was born. Satan was not successful in killing Jesus while he was a baby, but he succeeded in crucifying Jesus through the pagan Rome. However, Jesus was resurrected after 3 days. Now the fury of the dragon, who is Satan, is turned to the woman, God's people, His church, who keeps the commandments of God and have the faith of Jesus Christ. Now let's go to Revelation 12. Now a great sign appeared in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, and on her head a garland of 12 stars. Then, being with child, he carried out in labor and pain to give birth. And another sign appeared in heaven. Behold, a great fiery red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 diadems on his head. His tail drew 1/3 of the stars of heaven, and threw them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, who was ready to give birth, to devour her child as soon as it was born. She bore a male child, who was to rule the nations with a rod of iron, and her child was caught up to God and His throne. And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she has a place prepared by God, that they should feed her for 1,260 days. And war broke out in heaven. Michael and his angels fought with the dragon, and the dragon fought with his angels, but they did not prevail, nor was any place found for them in heaven any longer. So the great dragon was cast out, that serpent of old, called the devil and Satan, who deceives the whole world. He was cast out to the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Then I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, Now salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our God, and the power of His Christ have come. For the accuser of the brethren, who accused before them our God day and night, has been cast down, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, and by her word of this testimony, and they did not love their lives to death. Therefore rejoice, O heavens, and all you who dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil has come down to you, having great wrath, because he knows that he has a short time. Now when the dragon saw that he had been cast to the earth, he persecuted the woman who gave birth to the male child. But the woman was given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness to her place, where she is nourished for a time and times and half a time from the presence of the serpent. So the serpent spewed water out of his mouth like a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away by the flood. But the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened its mouth and swallowed up the flood, which the dragon has spewed out of his mouth. And the dragon was enraged with the woman, and he went war with the rest of her offspring, who keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus Christ. Dear friends, I encourage you to read for yourself Revelation 12 and dig deeper into your study on the things mentioned in this chapter, and ask for wisdom from God to understand this prophecy, for the time is at hand. Well, friends, this is all we have in today's episode. See you again next time for another episode of Moment of Reflection. God bless and God keep you safe, everyone.